Secretary, Russian and Chinese bombers were off Alaska yesterday. I'm wondering if you could talk to us about what threat you think that growing cooperation is to the U.S. and also particularly to the allies in Asia who were very concerned with this growing activity. And for you, Mr. Chairman, the President himself expressed some disappointment in the pier and the aid that it was able to bring into Gaza. Now that that is gone, what, if any, military involvement do you see, U.S. military involvement, do you see as necessary or not in helping to get continued aid into that area where obviously Palestinians are still starving?
Thanks, Leah. Regarding the Russian and Chinese aircraft that flew together in the north here recently, this was not a surprise to us. We closely monitored these aircraft, tracked the aircraft, intercepted the aircraft, and which demonstrates that our forces are at the ready all the time, and we have very good surveillance capabilities, and of course I won't discuss any intelligence issues here at the podium, but again, it's the first time that we've seen these two countries fly together like that. They didn't enter our airspace. I think the closest point of approach was about 200 miles off of our coast. So, but this is a thing that we track very closely. We're able to intercept, and if it happens again, if there's any kind of challenge from any direction, I have every confidence that NORTHCOM and NORAD will be at the ready and will be able to intercept. In terms of the relationship between Russia and China, this is a relationship that we have been concerned about throughout, mostly because we're concerned about China providing support to Russia's illegal and unnecessary war in Ukraine. And we've seen evidence of that, and we would hope that that would cease going forward. But again, we'll see what happens and how this relationship continues to develop. We will remain focused on protecting the homeland here, and again, I applaud the efforts of NORTHCOM and our great airmen who are always at the ready.
Let me just echo the applause, really, for the nearly 1,000 service members that operated JLOTs over the course of since the time they've been operating there in the Mediterranean. And so, what I would tell you is that the 20 million pounds of humanitarian assistance to help the citizens of Gaza, we continue. We moved all that forward. At the same time, the elements that we'd be able to put in place, some of the coordination elements, and the flow from Cyprus, also the ground movement through Jordan. Many of those things we'll continue to work on. And so the coordination elements that we're putting in place that will continue to sustain and support as we transition this capability of humanitarian assistance through other means, whether it's through land means, through Jordan, but also through the port of Ashdod there in Israel.
Okay, next question will go to Fox. Jennifer.
Secretary Austin, just to follow up on the Chinese and Russian warplanes, the Chinese and Russians put out video bragging about this mission, so clearly it was a propaganda effort. The leader of the Houthis also bragged overnight that the drone that struck near the U.S. consulate in Tel Aviv flew 1,400 miles undetected. Are you concerned that the raucous political turmoil and election and the decision of the president to step aside is leading to adventurism and miscalculation by America's adversaries? Are they testing the U.S. right now? And General Brown, yesterday Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu said he wants the U.S. to deliver weapons to Israel faster. He also said that the ratio of civilian casualties to Hamas combatants killed in Gaza is the lowest in the history of urban warfare. Is that true?
Thanks, Jennifer. As to whether or not our adversaries are testing us at this particular time, they're always testing us, and that's no surprise to any of us. We see activity in the north on a number of occasions, and we are always at the ready to address that activity. In terms of the Houthis, as you know, they've been focused on successfully launching an attack on Israel. And this one drone that was able to get through is something that it happened, but again, when you consider the fact that they have tried to attack Israel some 200 plus times, and this one got through, I think it speaks to the remarkable air defenses that Israel has. But again, we will see challenges from adversaries throughout, and I don't think that this particular point in time is any different. I think we'll continue to see this going forward. It's just the nature of who they are and what they do. But again, we have the world's greatest military, most capable military, and we will continue to protect this nation.
General, I'll tell you, we've as a nation and as a military, we've provided capability for Israel to defend itself before 7 October, but also after 7 October. And after 7 October, we rushed a number of capabilities into to the Israelis, save recently one shipment of 2,000-pound weapons. And we'll continue to support with the Israelis with munitions. To the Prime Minister's comments on the ratio, I've not seen the numbers to validate or invalidate what he said. But I will tell you, in every one of my conversations with my counterpart, I do talk about the aspect of minimizing civilian casualties and pushing humanitarian assistance into Gaza as they conduct their military operations.
So you're not withholding or slowing weapons to Israel right now?
We're not.
Okay, let's go